Hey guys, Johnny and Lawrence here for the first episode of Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode.
Hello.
So we were working our way through Titan mode, but 2 days ago they decided to release Kappa mode. So we were probably going to scrap that playthrough and start on this one.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, Kappa mode is basically Titan mode plus extra difficulty.
Yeah, so more complex recipes, other mods locked out, just general, difficult changes. So it looks like the same as Titan mode. You start with the Open Computers manual, the Better Questing quest book, an ability bottle, and the Lexica Britannia. So the ability bottle contains one of quite a few different abilities. I got Magnetize, which is actually quite good on a sky block. It would just mean when I break stuff, it'll be dragged towards me. And what did you get, Lawrence?
I got Fertility, which
Will be useful once we have animals.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so I think fertility essentially just makes animals breed without using like wheat or carrots or
Yeah.
the usual thing. So if we take a look at the quest book, there is loads of different quest chapters. So the rewards one is essentially allows you to buy loot chests, and like fancy swords, more abilities, and the currency is called Rack, Random Acts of Kindness,
Yep.
which we can actually see in the very first quest. The only one unlocked, is Random Act of Kindness, and most quests will require you to hand in items, but this one's just a checkbox task. So if we click this checkbox, we will get a diamond, an oak sapling, 6 dirt, and 5 rack.
Nice easy quest to start with.
Yeah. And that'll start unlocking more quests. So now we have wood age and right clicking. So right clicking, shift right click grass or dirt to obtain pebbles, then craft them into cobblestone. So because we're on a sky block, and that is the noise when you get a quest complete. But yeah, because we're on a sky block, we don't have any stuff to mine. So the way you get cobblestone is shift right clicking grass, you get pebbles when I pick them up, and you just craft 4 of them into a piece of cobblestone. So the quest actually needs 64 and a furnace. So I think I'm going to start working on that. I don't know if you want to start working on wood age.
I would, but this area is still spawn protected.
Ah, okay. It is not anymore.
Could you just place your sapling down in the middle?
Can you not place it?
I placed it and it disappeared.
Oh. That is annoying.
Yep.
So I'm just going to right click, and you can work on the trees.
Big tree. So the quest I'm focusing on is the wood age. As it says, begin chopping down trees, get wood and apples, make a quick to get silk, ? Profit. So basically I need to cut down a tree, get some apples and a wooden crook. So I have a tree here. Now this pack does have vein miner on it. So I should just be able to vein mine everything.
That's quite nice.
And I didn't get any wood.
You didn't get any wood? I got 30 wood.
Okay, that would be
Do you have a sapling?
I do have saplings.
Okay. That's the main thing. So yeah, I think it probably makes sense to get a bit more cobblestone, and then we'll start expanding the platform out a bit, just so we don't risk falling off as much.
So the first major change from Titan to Kappa mode that I've seen is now one oak log gives you 1 plank.
Ooh, that is harsh.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very harsh.
So I had 4, and we now have a crafting table.
Nice. So I've made a few stacks of cobblestone now because I did make a macro just to right click a bit faster, and it would just allow us to expand out this room a little bit. Well, this platform a little bit, so we don't just lose all the saplings and wood. I might actually use my diamond for a builder's wand. Would that be really wasteful?
Yeah. Did you want to use mine for a chisel?
Actually, I'm just doing horizontal just now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's make a chisel, because it's going to look awful. That's a good point. How do you make a chisel again? That's a builder's wand. Chisel is just one stick and a diamond. Okay. What kind of cobble shall we use? So we have dent. That looks like it may be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like, but it might be okay. Is that nice? Is that kind of like what we used last time, maybe?
Yeah. I think you can just hit the block with the chisel and that will go through it, through the types.
Yeah, I suppose.
No, that's too busy.
No, that's all very busy. That's okay, but it's still a bit busy.
Yeah. That's what we used last time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I quite like that, but it's a shame it doesn't join.
We'll keep that in mind. What one's that? Panel.
Panel.
No.
Oops. These are all quite similar.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah. You're very picky with these.
Yeah, I don't dislike the tiles.
Tiles? Okay.
No. No.
Oh, I don't know what I did there.
I quite like the embossed.
Embossed is quite nice.
Yeah, let's do the embossed.
Okay. That was easy. Can we just make normal tools in this?
I think so.
Okay. We'll make a first stone pickaxe. And if you want to stand on the grass, because I'm going to mine up all the cobblestone. You on the grass?
Yep.
Here he goes. Cool. And we're using embossed, was it we decided?
Yeah.
I forgot. Embossed. You sure?
Pretty sure.
I also had a stack of dent, is why I wasn't sure. I think it was this one. Okay. Let's place some of these back around. That does look kind of nice. Oh, put that in the wrong place. So there's another mod in this pack. I think it's Quark that does it. But if you're looking under a block, you'll see I get sort of like square brackets around it. That'll actually allow me to place a block underneath, which is quite nice. Just an easier way to build down than with like a water pillar. But yeah, I don't actually want that there.
Means you don't need to go swimming.
Yeah, I'm not very good ever with the water pillars. How big shall we make this just now? Just out another 4 or something.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. How much wood you got us then?
I've got 57.
Oh, do you want me to check? Oh, I have 56. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And we have some semblance of a platform. I don't know what size we'll end up making these, or if it will just be one big platform, or how we want to do the layout this time.
I thought the layout in our last video worked quite well.
It was quite nice, yeah. Well, I thought it was quite nice.
Yeah.
Boss is what we're using.
There you go. Wood age.
Nice. I should probably have completed the cobble one, but I didn't. I made the stack of cobblestone. I've not made the furnace yet. I'll do that in a second. Because I think you actually do need a stack to do that. So I'll just get more of these pebbles quickly. Maybe. If I clear some in my inventory.
Okay, so for the next... Well, I'm not even assuming for the next task, I was going to infect the...
What is going on? Oh, I'm standing a leaf.
I was going to infect the leaves to gain string for a string mesh and maybe a bed. I think a bed as it's beginning to get nighttime. I'm just going to quickly put some silkworms on this tree. Oh my god, this is so slow.
What's that?
Just
Can you twerk?
don't think that will speed up.
It doesn't look too slow.
It's not too slow.
They're so fussy. Oh yeah, I forgot actually. If you hover over pebbles as well, you can press K and it will automatically combine them into cobblestone.
Nice.
It's quite nice. I think you can do Shift K and it does everything as well from memory. There's something like that, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've actually not even checked the recipe for a furnace. I'm just assuming it's the same as Titan mode. Yeah, so it's 8 compressed cobblestone rather than normal cobblestone. And I don't want string. Go away. There we go.
Your own crafting table.
Furnace. Boom. Quest complete. And right clicking. They were 2 different quests. Oh no, I got your silkworms and right clicking. That makes sense. And okay, I will make a crafting table. I might also make a chest, because...
Chest would be a good idea.
Yeah. Also, unless they've changed it, I think there's a cheat. Yeah, so although you only get 1 plank per wood. So if we take all that out, I'd only get 1 plank. But if you make 8 logs, you'll get 4 chests rather than 1 if you convert it to wood first. So that's quite nice.
Okay. So I have made beds for us. I have taken my last one.
Okay. And I have made chests.
Yay.
1 each.
What next? I guess water to clay.
I don't know, I've not looked at the quest line. So if you want to do water to clay, I might start on sieves. So sieves are pretty much the main way to get resources. So here it says, the beginning of acquiring resources. Can place these in up to an 8x8 to sieve a stack at a time. Can hammer down compressed cobblestone to compressed gravel to compressed sand to compressed dust. So the reason it says that is because you sieve those different resources. So if we look at what you can use in a sieve, you can use dirt to get seeds. You can use grass, which I didn't actually know. But you can use gravel, which you can get by hammering cobblestone. You can do endstone, that would be miles away for us. Netherrack, sand, and we should also have dust in here. So you'll see we get these ore pieces. It's like iron ore pieces. And if we combine them, we get iron ore chunks, which we can use to get iron. So it works the same for pretty much all resources, but iron's probably the first one that'll be of interest to us. I would have thought.
Okay, so I have made my oak crucible.
Nice.
And my wooden barrel. So that doesn't...
It doesn't what?
I can place it right next to it. I'm not moving stuff around yet.
Okay.
And so are you making a hammer by any chance?
I'm not, but I will in a second. I need to. I was making some sieves. I don't actually know what the quest needs. And string meshes. I think I can actually make a string mesh. So I just make one just now for the quest. We should get quest complete. Yeah, and this quest gives us 8 string meshes, so that'll actually do all the sieves I've made just now, which is quite nice. But to start using these... Oops, I thought I was putting them into a chest. To start using these, we need a hammer. And a hammer is made like that. 2 sticks and 2 pieces of cobble. So I can do that. What were you needing that you wanted a hammer?
I need a piece of dust.
A piece of dust. And I'm already being stupid. Because you can actually compress this stuff first. So that K trick actually works on anything if it just combines as is. Like if you would just combine it like this, you can use K to compress it. If it takes 9 slots like a crafting grid, you do need to be in a crafting grid to be able to press K, but it still saves some time. I think.
Actually, I need 2 dust.
You need 2 dust. Okay. I can do that. I might just convert all this to dust for now. So you can just use the vein mine on the hammer as well. And you see when I hammered cobblestone, I got gravel. I hammered gravel and I got sand. And now if I hammer sand, I will get dust. So if I just uncompress this, we have our first stack of dust.
Yay.
Was that not a quest?
No idea.
Oh, I thought that would have been a quest. That's a shame. And already I need space to put sieves. So I'm going to need to expand out a little.
Well, there you go. That's a quest.
Water to clay. Nice. Is this big enough for a platform? What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13. Is that big enough?
I swear we were doing...
We're doing 19 last time.
Yeah, I think that was about the right size.
You think?
To be honest, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna need more wood actually. And more cobblestone, but wood first.
I have some wood.
Actually, cobblestone first. I don't know.
You are in charge of cobblestone.
13. That'll be 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19. So I need to go out 3 more on every side. I think that should work.
Okay.
But I'm going to run out of cobble. What are you working on just now?
I was going to make some clay buckets. Oh. And that's my phone's just kicking in.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be expanding the platform for a little bit. So how's about we come back once we've got a much bigger platform?
Yep, that sounds like a good idea.
Hey guys, so unfortunately the audio for this episode kind of mucked up a little bit. So I'm just going to try and run through what we've done in the background. So as you can see, we did go ahead and make quite a few new platforms. Yeah, we've just surrounded them all in the oak bark to make it look a bit nicer. We've also lit up the whole base, obviously. And expanded our grass a little bit, so I went underneath and mined all that out. Also used the cardboard box to make a new grass area, and we're just going to use this for passive mobs. So hopefully we'll get some cows and sheep and stuff like that. Just always useful to have to hand. Also went ahead and expanded the amount of furnaces we have, just because, yeah, we've been making a lot of charcoal for the torches and things. Always useful. And here's a big hole I've made because I want to put the sieves in the floor. Essentially when you sieve, stuff sometimes flies all over the place. So it's just handy to have it embedded in the floor, and that way it should catch any drops or things and make sure we don't lose anything. So I think I just go ahead here and actually place down all 49 sieves that I've made. The other reason we've decided to put them down under the ground is because we want to set up the auto sifter here, and that block goes underneath the middle of the sieves, and then you attach a load of water wheels to it, and ideally we want to hide all those water wheels underneath our base, because that way they're a bit unsightly. So if we can get them out of the way, that's even better. So I'm just going to speed up the footage a little bit so we can try and fly through what we actually did here. So we put out all of the 49 sieves, and thankfully they worked with the builder's wand, which is quite nice. We also used the silkworms to make a load more string meshes, and that's me just filling up the sieves with those. We did use the 2 diamonds we had. I think we used one previously for a chisel, and we used the other for a diamonds builder wand in the end, because, yeah, we made a lot of platforms. So now I'm just making some compressed cobblestone so that I can hammer it down into gravel or sand or dust or whatever. We could probably skip forward a bit here. Oh no, it looks like I'm just taking it over now. So I think I was just double compressing it so that it didn't take up as much space in my inventory. But we shall see. So as long as you can compress it like I said before and just use the hammer on that, it obviously allows you to do like 9 times faster than the individual stuff. And then you just right click on the sieves and it'll start sieving it. I'm not sure why we were getting this weird, sometimes them all filling up, sometimes them not. I think it's because the stack in our hand runs out midway when it's filling up. You see, we're already starting to get some resources. Nothing great, but some flint and rock candy. But that's because we're using the string meshes. So we can actually go ahead and use that flint to make the flint stiffened meshes. And also this rock candy stuff is quite useful, because you can combine 4 together to make the hardened rock candy, and then if you put that in a furnace it'll make sugar, which sugar is quite key if you want to get into vector plates for a mob farm or something, so we will be looking at that later. But yeah, as you see, you want the flint stiffened mesh so we can actually start getting some of the more useful resources like iron, and I think lapis and things were there as well. So I believe that's my current plan. Yeah, quest complete, flint stiffened mesh. So, annoyingly at this point I realised that it's actually probably more efficient to just craft the flint from gravel than it is to actually sift gravel for flint. So here I think I just make a bunch of gravel and then hammer it, and then just 3 gravel combined make a flint stiffened mesh. And, oh no, sorry, don't make flint stiffened mesh, make flint, which we can then use to make a flint stiffened mesh. Also looks like in the background there, Lawrence has made an infinite water source for us, so that'll be a bit handy going forward. And yeah, there is some more gravel. See if I can make some of these flint stiffened meshes. We could probably speed up the footage a little bit more again here. Yeah, so I think we'll just fast forward through some of this, because I'm just going to be crafting a load of flint, and then making upgrading all the string meshes up to flint stiffened meshes. So yeah, if you have an empty hand, you can just shift right click and that'll remove the mesh from the sieve, and then you can just place them all back down. And it looks like at the same time Lawrence has made a crucible and got our first lava, so we can actually probably work on a cobblestone generator now, which will be much nicer than all the right clicking I have been doing. So now we're going to have a look into the auto sifter. So like I said before, that's the auto sifter that goes underneath, and then we need a load of water wheels to power it. And the default recipes for these are quite nice. Unfortunately in Kappa mode, things are a bit trickier. So I can't remember exactly, but hopefully I'm going to have a look now. Yeah, so we need some red alloy, I think it's called red alloy. And that's copper and redstone dust in a alloy kiln. The alloy kiln itself is actually quite easy. It's just a 2x2 multi-block with clay, bricks and sandstone. so both quite easy resources to get a hold of. The invar we do need to sift and then combine iron and nickel in the alloy kiln. And the redstone alloy was, I think, just copper and redstone, like I said already. So we don't have any redstone yet because we haven't sifted dust, and I think we can only get redstone from iron meshes and above. So there's quite a few things we need to do before we can actually get the auto sifter up and running. But I think I was still naive at this point and thought I'd just carry on as is. Yep, so just grabbing some gravel to make sand, and then we can use that sand for sandstone. So it's just 4 sand together. We'll make our sandstone for the kiln, and then also just put some clay in the furnace to make our bricks. And the alloy kiln, after you put the multi-block structure down, you need to use the engineer's hammer to actually make it turn in to an alloy kiln. So that's why I'm looking into that, and that requires iron. So we are actually going to have to sift some more items so that we can get iron. Well, more accurately, iron ore pieces. And because we're using the flint stiffened meshes now, you'll see we get a load more different types of resources. So mostly those are actually iron ore pieces. So you just combine 4 together, or you can use the K trick. So just press K and it'll auto combine them in your inventory. Assuming you've got a free slot for the combined product to go into. But I'll just go ahead and smelt up 16, which should, I don't know why I picked 16, but I'm sure there was some logic behind it. So there's the engineer's hammer, and I should be able to put down the alloy kiln. You just right click it with the engineer's hammer and you'll see it updates to actually look like a machine, and you can right click it and things. So I believe when we're sifting we got the nickel that we need, and is it iron I think we combine that with to make the ember. The red alloy is a bit more expensive because we need the redstone. So hello, episode wise, this is looking like a good time to wrap up. So it's been a reasonably productive first episode. We did build quite a sizable base to start off. Got a little area for animals, got a load of furnaces, got our sifting with manual operations set up, and kind of on track to get started with the auto sifter. The alloy kiln's there, and we have been sifting our first resources. So just go through and claim all the quests we've got so far, and that's 40 rack each already. So not bad for first episode, I think. Or we are most interested in flight first, so we are looking to save our 768 rack each. So yeah, we're gonna need like 1500 rack just to get going. But as always guys, thanks for watching, and we'll be back soon. Bye!